All right. What's up, everybody? This is a funny one because this is true. Now, let me explain, guys. I've been in a relationship for multiple years now. So I have a girl, and I in no way claim to be an expert when it comes to women, although I would like to think I've had a lot of success in the past, but I've been off the market. The reason I'm making this video is because I've heard from multiple women in the past, and specifically from my girl now, this is exactly how I picked her up, and it works. So this one's about how to get the girl at the gym and how to approach her and how to pick up girls, okay, at the gym. Or this actually works for any setting, okay? And it does work, I promise you. And at the end of this video, I'm going to give you guys a link to a page that you absolutely have to watch. I haven't really watched them too much because I'm in a relationship. I'm happy. I'm good. And we're doing great. But I'm telling you guys, when it comes to women or like just being confident, like I'm going to give you this guy's page. His name's Corey Wayne, but I'll spell it out and everything in the description. You have to look at this guy's, especially if you're going through like a breakup or something, or you get rejected or whatever the case is. I'm telling you guys, you will immediately feel better. Okay, so let's get into it though. Oh, I got the hiccups. So this is how to pick up a girl at the gym. Now, a couple absolute don'ts. One, don't ever, this should be a given by now, don't ever approach a girl when they're in the middle of a set. Don't ever do it. Just don't be that guy. You could be the most attractive dude ever. She might even have a thing for you, but that's going to piss someone off. Okay? Especially if they're actually there for the right reason. And then two, guys, this is probably the most important thing I've said on any video I've ever made in my entire life. Do not be the guy who goes to the gym to be seen. Be the guy who goes there to handle their fucking business. And what this means is there's a lot of people who go to the gym because they like the attention. And I've been there myself. When I was way younger, I used to be this way when I was in like high school and stuff, and I first started lifting, when I was younger. But you got to grow out of it. Like, women are turned on by men who handle their shit, by men who have an attitude of, hey, if I have you, I'm good. But if I don't have you, I'm still going to be good. They focus on themselves, and women will follow. But don't be the other way around. What I mean, and I'm sure you guys know who these people are. When you go to the gym, I'm talking about the guys who, you'll see they just go up there, they'll stand around, they'll talk to a lot of people. They don't really work out too hard, but then every time a hot girl walks in, they'll go next to them, and they'll start acting like they're doing a set of like a totally different workout than they were doing before. If you know what I'm talking about. And then another girl will come in and like, oh, they just get off the leg machine, but they're going to go do a bench press because it's right behind the hot girl. And it's like, it's the most unconfident, simp-like behavior, because what they're hoping is that a girl will notice them and that a girl will say something to them. And I'm not going to lie, maybe it'll work, but it's very, very few and far between times it happens. Don't be that guy. Handle your shit, let them follow, okay? So now that we got that out of the way, the best way to pick up any girl at the gym, and again, I'm not an expert. I do feel very successful in the past, but this is literally being relayed from a woman's perspective, from my girl right now, her perspective. This is how I picked her up, and she said this is why she hasn't, been in a lot of serious relationships. She's a respectful girl, is because she's very picky, and like this stands out to women, okay, when men do this. So if you're at the gym and you have someone you notice that you think is really attractive, you have to separate yourself and don't act like every other guy is going to act. Okay? So what I mean is, if you see her, guess what you need to do? The answer is to do what you were going to fucking do in the first place when you went to the gym. Don't change a fucking thing for anybody. I don't care if it's a dude that's trying to intimidate you. I don't give a fuck if it's a girl that you think is hot. Dude, do you, and if girls are interested, they will let you know. Now, Don't be that guy if you see them walk to the water fountain or something that you V-line over and you try to get in their way and just like get noticed. Dude, don't do that. That's what every other dude is doing. If you walk past a girl that you have the hots for at the gym, okay? I'm not saying turn away like a coward or anything. And I'm not saying like definitely don't put your head down. That's not a show of confidence. But just keep fucking walking forward. Act like they're any other person at the gym, dude. Seriously, because no other guy's doing that. Every other guy that walks by a girl that they have the hots for is usually staring them down from the end of the hallway and trying to do everything they can to look at them and get a reaction out of them. If it comes to it and you see she's looking at you, yeah, just give her a smile and a nod. Keep going though. Keep fucking going. I'm serious, guys. It'll separate you from the gym. And the more and more you do that, trust me on this. And again, this is actually from my woman's mouth herself. Girls will start to do more and more things and give you more and more signs that they're interested. They will come to you. Do not ever be the guy that goes to them out of nowhere if you're not going to make your fucking move. They will come to you. You'll see. The more and more you treat a hot girl like a regular woman or a regular girl at the gym, like anyone else, the more and more they'll do little things. I'll tell you a couple signs right now that a girl's interested. One, if she works out next to you. Now, if she only does it like once, don't assume shit. But if she keeps making her way over and trying to kind of get a set in next to you, and a lot of times you'll notice when you're done, she'll kind of be done with her shit over there too. That's a sign if it's consistent. It's not a sign if it just happens once or twice. But if it's consistent, two, this is a big one. If they say, hey, how does this work? Or, hey, what do you recommend for this? Well, if she's asking you what you'd recommend, that means she thinks you're doing something right. I can tell you right now, that's a sign. Or two, if they try to strike up anything, any conversation, there you go. Three, this is what I tell you not to do because it's a female characteristic, is if you're going to the water fountain or you're going to take a walk somewhere and you notice that she V-lines over to try to get in your way so you guys have to cross paths, if that happens once, that probably thinks you're attractive. But if that happens multiple times, she's trying to get noticed. Now, if you're seeing multiple characteristics like this, guys, that's your sign, hey, it's time to make a fucking move. If you want to, okay? So, let's go into what that's going to look like. It's going to be way more simple than you would think. One, you have to be confident. Two, you still have to be a fucking man. And three, you have to have the mindset that, yes, she may be all that, and you may be looking at her like, as she's smoking hot, and you like what she brings to the table. But don't forget this. Don't ever fucking forget what you bring to the table as well. And you have to have that mindset. Because I don't care who you are. Every fucking man possesses something that's good about them, dude. Like, too many people put women on pedestals. And I'm making this video for a specific reason because my girl's not here. I don't want her to hear this. But, like, too many guys put fucking women on pedestals. And they forget what they bring to the table as well. I guarantee if you're watching this, you probably possess something amazing about you that women love. If you personally think you're hideous looking, I still guarantee maybe some of your personality they might love. Guess what? If you can make a woman laugh, that's half the fucking battle. It doesn't matter what you look like. Have you ever seen those couples where like maybe the girl's like unbelievably hot, 10 out of 10, and not being judgmental, but you can just see the guy, it looks like she's out of his league. Well, a lot of you amateurs might think, well, he must just have a lot of money. I hate to tell you, that's not the case all the time. But girls love being around people that they're happy around, that they get a good vibe from, that make them laugh. So be fucking confident in yourself, because I promise you there's a lot of things that you possess that other men don't. Anyone watching this, you probably possess shit that I don't possess. Promise you. It happens. So anyways, making the approach. If she's giving you these signs and you've attracted her enough to where she's kind of following you around or giving you little signs like that, it's going to sound very basic and simple. Keep it simple, stupid. Being confident is saying what the fuck you want to say. Don't go up with some cheesy ass fucking pickup line. Don't go up with like, trying to be too finesse. Just be like, hey, when you approach her, be like, hey, I really don't mean to bother you. first thing you want to do is find out if they're single. Okay? So it's a good way to get to lower the rejection if it happens instead. So just be like, hey, I really don't mean to bother you. I've definitely noticed you here. I have to ask, are you single by any chance? If they say yes, be like, well, look, I'd really love to get to know you. And I hate doing this at the gym. You probably see me. I don't talk to, too many people. I just try to do my own thing, but I definitely have noticed you. Would you be open to, going out with me sometime? I just really love to take you out and get to know you. If they're interested, guys, the answer is going to be yes. And this is not a bragging thing, because I'm not someone who just sits there and approaches every woman and 100% of them say yeah. But I've never been rejected in my life. I literally have never had a girl say no. And it's not because like every girl loves me. It's because no, I read the signs. I play the part right, and I read the signs. And if you've reached it this far and you make the approach at the right time where you've done enough to just act like they're any other girl when you see them around at the gym, they're going to come towards you. So that's how you approach them, and that's what you say. And if you've read these signs right, I promise you, 10 out of 10 times, they're going to be like, oh, yeah, definitely. Or if they're in a bad spot, maybe there's a one-off. But, yeah, usually they're going to say definitely and be like, well, I'll tell you what. I don't want to, again, I know you're here. I'll let you do your thing, but can I grab your number real quick? Boom, done. Now, when you do this, okay, one thing that separates a boy from a fucking man, don't ever, you will see this 9 out of 10 times men do this. Well, boys do this, but men don't. Don't be the guy that says, all right, well, I'll tell you what, what's your IG? What's your Instagram? Don't fucking do that, guys. Ask for her number, have intent, and then maybe the next day or something, shoot her a text, be like, hey, it was good talking to you. This is so-and-so. I'd love to take you out. Are you available this week? Boom. Plan something, guys. But that's how you approach them. Make them come to you, okay? And little things like that you'll pick up on. And again, I'm not an expert. I've been told that this works, okay? I've literally just done what I've been told works. It's not that hard. So, that's how it's done. But make sure that you're doing your part right first. Don't be a fucking simp. And always remember what the fuck you bring to the table as well. Hold yourself higher than anyone else. Period. If you do things right, you'll pick up every girl. And I hate to tell you this. If you do those things and you treat them like they're normal and they're not going out of their way to get in front of you, or they're not trying to get your attention somehow, then honestly, they're probably not into you, man. That's just the way it is. But it doesn't matter what you look like. If you do these things right, girls are not used to having a man come across them, regardless of what you look like. Girls are not used to having men come across them that don't just fall over head over heels for them and don't give them all their attention. So you might not be the best looking man in the world, but if you do that, it's going to get their attention, man. It's gonna. And that's going to build attraction from them. So I told you at the end of the video, I'm going to give you guys a link of someone you have to look up. You just absolutely have to do it, because he's just fucking so spot on. And I'm not a big channel. I literally just got 50 subscribers today. I got to my 50th. So I'm obviously not sponsored. I'm not making anything doing this. I'm just telling you he's different. Go look up a guy. His name is Corey Wayne, okay? It's Corey, space, last name is Wayne. You'll see right away, and he will tell you he's not the best looking dude. He's a kind of older, maybe like mid 40s, high 40s, bald dude. Dude, I'm telling you guys, you have to look him up. He's a fucking godsend, and he's a genius when it comes to women. And he's posted before, he gets a lot of women because he does everything perfectly. So, I'm not going to show my girl this video, but I promise you this is from a girl's perspective. You will have success doing this. I wish you guys all the best. Peace.